Welcome in to another Washed Up Walk-Ons podcast. Got to be a great show tonight, and we are excited to be with you here after a victory. Went out to Piscataway, took on the Scarlet Knights, started hot. What a first quarter that was. I don't remember a first quarter of Iowa football on both sides of the ball like we had on Friday. Weird game, weird spot, East Coast. What's going to happen? The line's 2.5, 1.5. Ooh, trap game. Not a big deal. Hawkeyes took care of it. We'll get to all of that. We are sponsored this season by FanDuel, presenting sponsor of the show. Spot where I took a solid plus 750 parlay down this weekend with that Iowa cover on the alternate spread. We will get there. We will do the recap tonight. Grant, I'm sorry that it disappeared last week. You're gone and the thing goes to shit.
Hey, happy to be back, but I don't know. I did think it was just pretty convenient that when you skipped it, you didn't win a single bet the last weekend.
Well, buddy,
and I'm not saying that hypothetically. I'm saying literally zero winners.
How am I doing overall? Because it's not like I've had a winning week at all.
Hey, I mean, I'm just stating we're creating a series of facts.
All right. We will lay out the facts. It is a fact as well that for the next couple of months during this really great home stretch of games, there's a couple games in there that are away, but we have, I think, the next 5 of 7 games that the Hawkeyes will play will be in Kinnick Stadium. That means there's going to be a ton of people in Iowa City, a ton of people in town. Those people need to eat. And we welcome Hamburg Inn number 2 of Iowa City to the show as a sponsor, as a partner. For those that are the diehards, listen to episode 600 with Nate Kaden. I teased like, hey, might be able to put something together for the old the walk-ons and the local spot, and we have done that. I don't care if it's 7:30 on a Sunday night. I would love, dude. How good does a pie shake sound right now, Kev?
A pie shake always sounds good.
It never sounds bad.
Even if you're going there for Sunday morning brunch,
ooh,
you get one of those apple pie milkshakes.
Give me a little ice cream on that. Eh? Pancakes and ice cream never hurt. So we're gonna be pumping them. There's a very similar relationship and sort of memories with Hamburg as we do Gray's. Hamburg never catered to the team, but some really good memories. A very fond memory of the boys going to Hamburg in one time with Jake Gervais, and we were trying to leave the parking lot without him, and it turned into one of the more enjoyable, just poking fun, shitting on Gervais moments that I remember. But we are very excited. Drake is not here. People are asking. Drake only shows up for the previews. He's not a recap guy. He's good on Wednesdays, evidently, not as good on Sundays. So pleased to have Hamburg. Shout at them for being a sponsor for the next couple months. Grant is back on the show.
I'm here.
Lots of people missed him. We missed the recap. We missed the slew of 17 picks in a row, all with well thought out, ideas and reasoning behind it on the Wednesday show. We're just happy.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm happy to be back as well. I did like you guys though, being able to just talk on Wednesday, listen back. Thought it was might take some more Wednesdays off. Might do some load management. Let you guys kind of do your thing.
Wow.
Load management.
Load management has entered the podcasting game.
Yeah,
wow.
we'll see how that all is. Because I did as much as I love being here, like it's all the original 3 don't get to just do this as much. So.
As we said in the show, I would love for somebody who listens to the show to maybe try and, if they have a lot of time on their hands, go back and find the last time Kevin, myself, and Drake, the 3 of us, did a podcast absent of Grant. Just us 3, the OGs. It would be several years. I am pretty sure.
Yeah.
No, we missed you. There was definitely not an element of we were missing an element. We found a groove with the 3 of us. We love to have Drake here, and he certainly adds a great spot for that, especially on Wednesday's show for anybody that missed that.
Sure.
We had a little We had some stuff to talk about that happened in the.
Weird. It did shook up my Iowa media member rankings.
Saw that you had those compiled.
Let's see if let's see. I don't know. Keeping those close to the chest for now. Might have to release them at some point, just to keep the media members on their toes.
Yeah.
But like, hey, just make sure you're doing a good job. You don't want me to release these rankings.
Are Kevin and I a part of those?
Do you want to be a part of it? You would be. This would be one entity.
Hard to call us media, but we kind of are.
Not media. I mean,
We are
definitely media, but definitely in a different sense.
We are a media. I don't think we're the media.
We're media. We're not reporters.
Yeah, different.
There's a different differentiation there.
We have as some people would love to tell you, we have very little facts and hard-hitting reporting around here.
Yeah.
But that's why people show up, and we're happy to have everybody. Thankful for the people who have joined already, the folks, the millions worldwide watching on Twitter. Someone scanned the code. Holy smokes! I get a little notification when someone scans that code up in the corner. Someone's trying to maybe poke around and join the army.
Which
they know.
By the way, now makes me realize that people really weren't scanning the code before, because I've never seen that notification before.
Yeah. Well,
it's been doing this for a while.
And no, well, I
was unaware there was a notification. Maybe we just turned it on. Who knows?
But hey, if you want to check out the Patreon Walk On Army, help us donate to the kids at the end of the year, get a couple cool perks out of it. All the bookkeeping stuff. Patreon.com/WatchUpWalk-Ons. If you're watching, you can scan the QR code. Let's get into the real stuff. Start it hot like Kaden Wetjen. God, why did they kick to him? Somebody else scan the code. We love it. What a start, Kev. Huh?
So that play happened. I'm like, we're going to win by like 20 this game. It's just going to be easy. We're just going to win by 20 because that was some dog shit kick coverage. And, well, Kaden Wetjen's freaking fast.
But
like just untouched the entire 100-something yards. And, I thought, like, okay, we're just going to boat race this team. This is going to be a nice little Friday night feel-good game.
This is the Rutgers we know.
15 minutes later, I was not feeling that way.
No.
But that was very exciting. Very exciting way to start a game.
Man, Kev, I hope your vocal cords are warm because I actually have so many questions for you for this show specifically.
For me?
Yeah, well, first, I just want to start there on the Wetjen kick return. Dude, you and I specifically, we've watched a lot of kick return tape. More than probably anybody participating in this this product of the Wash Up Walk-Ons podcast, either consumer or podcasting. Have you ever seen a coverage executed to perfection, or maybe on their end not executed to perfection, that left a kick return that wide open? I don't think I ever have.
Dude, the Red Sea parted. Like, I don't know, like, what their... I guess they had, like, I feel like they had their one or whatever their contained player was outside.
Yeah.
And then, like, the 2, 3, and 4, like, all were, like, inside the hash.
Yeah.
Like,
and two of them were on their ass.
Yeah. Like it was just wide open. So yeah, well blocked, but at the same time, definitely some shit there for the Rutgers team to clean up.
Tough one for them in the film room the next day. Awesome one for Kaden. Continues to be an absolute weapon for the Hawks. You know, hindsight, you'd love to go back to that Iowa State game and have one of his big games in that one. He had a bad game. It affected that. Seems like he's righted the ship though, and I think maybe in the return game, potentially the most important trait is confidence. Is just like feeling it.
Oh, especially as a returner, man. If you don't have confidence as a returner, you're fucked.
And he's got all of it right now. Yeah. So shout out to that guy.
It's like that and quarterback. Like,
well,
I think you need to be confident when you're returning a punt. When you're sticking your head up into the midnight sky and you got 11 dudes running down at you, you got to be confident.
Is there any position that requires just no confidence though? Like you just like have zero trust in yourself to get the job done. Like
that's a good point, Grant. But
like there's no way a right guard's running out there being like, well, this guy's just gonna crush me right now.
You're right.
I guess you can get hidden up the most as like a defensive lineman. Like if you're you're not playing confidently, where it's gonna least show up. I would say.
I think maybe a different way to phrase the the point grant is potentially like overconfidence, or maybe like, I don't know, like
Have
not
a
that
swagger to you.
yeah, like a little, like, yeah, something you think you can do potentially more than you can, and if you believe it, you could potentially make it happen.
Sure.
So what a freaking start, man! What a start! I'm thinking the same thing, Kev. Everybody on the chat right now, everybody in the live stream, everybody at home on Friday night is like, crack the brewskis. Get me an Easy Eddie out of the fridge. This one's over. And then they come out and they dice us up like an onion.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, Phil? Cohen? Wampa? No, boys. Where we at? Excuse me. Do we play defense around here? We come out, and shocking that this is now the conversation for this podcast. I love that this is the case. We're going to talk about the worst drive that we had offensively. We come out, we throw a ball behind, we take the shots. We take the shots that all the fans.
That play was there. That was just a missed throw.
We had it. We're doing everything the fans and everybody wants. Lester's calling the shots. We come out on first down, first play of the drive. We throw the ball. We throw it behind him. Is that a pass interference? Absolutely it is, especially when you run it back in slow motion. Does it get called? No. And this is the risk you run when you call the shot. You're like, well, at least we could get a PI. Well, no, not all the time. We then proceed, and I don't know if someone could break this down for me. Again, don't know ball. We then go 2nd and 10. We run Wetjen on a jet screen and decide to not block the D end.
Yeah, it didn't go well.
We ran Kaden Wetjen into a building.
I'm done with jet sweeps as a whole, like across all football.
I like them as long as we block the guys to the play side. We have to block play side. Okay. Somebody has to have him. So now it's 3rd and 10.
So usually you can't really block that guy. You can't.
Kev, we got to do something with him.
Well, usually, like, you're playing off what his tendency is, right? Is if your tackle is blocking down, you expect that guy to go with the tackle to try to get inside arm of, maybe he's expecting a puller to come block him, basically run himself out of the play.
Yeah.
But if that guy just comes straight up field, even if you are blocking him, like, the play's dead.
It was dead. It was dead. So it's 3rd and 10. We had a great start to the game. They diced us in, I think, 6 plays. It was like a 6-play, 75-yard drive or something like that to start the game for them. We go incomplete pass, run a guy into the D end, and then we throw another great ball. Hey, Mark Gronowski, welcome to the Hawkeyes, baby. We're playing. Talk about a guy that's got confidence right now. And it hits us in the face. Hits us in the face. Got to catch him. 3 weeks in a row now. Got to catch him. So that's no. 4th and 10, punt the ball. And Kev, they do it again. So obviously I don't need to recap that for everybody, but this is sort of the emotion. I'm trying to bring back the emotion of Friday night. It's 14-7 real quick when we were feeling good 12 seconds into the game. Mm-hmm. They go on to score another touchdown in that first quarter. It is points galore. We've never seen it. Everybody in Iowa Nation, Hawkeye Nation is like, what is going on? This is not how an Iowa football game plays. It's not 21-21 this early in a game. And again, we come to you, Kevin, and I know you don't have all the answers. You don't have the calls that were made. You don't have the adjustments. What are we seeing out there, man?
Yeah, so, I mean, first quarter, we're just playing our base defense most of the time. And teams know that that's what we live in, like, 80+% of the time. And honestly, they're just doing a good job of finding the soft spots, and the receivers are big bodies, tough to defend, and the guy was making his throws, right? If you know what the defense your opponent is running, you know where there's weak points. Like every zone has a weak point, whether it's the flats and you're playing cover 8 or cover 3, or the seams if you're playing cover 3, or the middle of the field or the long outs if you're playing cover 2. Like every zone has its weak points, and
Sure.
they were just like, okay, we know they're playing their base defense, just bang, 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 just finding the soft spots in the zone, and they were executing very well. Like,
Okay.
we were on the pregame podcast saying like, quarterback, he's not that guy. Well, he was playing like
He
that
was
guy.
playing like that fucking guy.
Yeah, he was on time, accurate, and they have good receivers. So they were.
What's his name is like Calvin Johnson 2.0.
Dude,
6'6",
Ian
huge
Strong.
Ian
frame.
Strong.
And then
Yes.
they have
Is that guy going to be
dude too? Like, it's tough to agree. It's tough to.
Is that guy a first ballot Hall of Famer in the NFL?
Denver Bronco for sure. Could use him out there. Wish we had him today, frankly. But yeah,
Broncos do today.
I don't want to talk. This is an Iowa football podcast.
Wow.
This is family show and Iowa football podcast. But
holy smokes, that's tough. Yeah, I almost tweeted at the end of the first quarter. Well, I'm glad we could kick off Callie McManus's Heisman campaign. Glad that we could do that for him, because
yeah, I mean they were just in a rhythm, and he was getting the ball out early and quick, so quicker than our pass rush could get to him. Like, if he held the ball for a half second more, like we'd have like 10 more sacks that game.
And it seemed like that was just the story. It seemed like it's almost not just been the story of this game, but the story of this season through 4 games is, man, that defensive pass rush is just a step late. We just need a half second more. And I understand there's not, like, that's not an excuse. Like, hey, the court, they're obviously trying to get it out. They're not going to give us that, right? We have to go get it. And eventually, thankfully, we did late in the game. But man, we're just so close. And this guy, Callie McManus, who never looked this good in his life at Minnesota. And I guess maybe he's probably looked this good through 3 games at Rutgers.
Didn't look that good last year at Rutgers either.
I don't know what this guy did. If he got
brought in some good receivers, I don't think one or two of these guys weren't here at Rutgers last year.
Strong and Duff are NFL bodies and NFL talents, and they were so. Kev, then let me come back to the because this isn't the first time we've played deep base defense, right? This isn't the first time that someone's tried to attack our base defense. It's never looked this bad. 3 consecutive. I mean, that's probably a hyperbole. It probably has at some point. It's just I'd have to go back and find it. Is this just a matter of the timing was perfect, the execution and the receivers are big bodied and we're making plays, and our guys were just maybe a quarter step late? They just weren't making the plays, and all that turns into is
it was a combination, right? They were executing really well. Our guys got beat a couple times, right?
Yeah.
Lutmer got beat on a slot fade. Who was it?
Shire got ran by. I don't know if it was early in the game, but at one point he got ran. I know.
I don't know if it was Hall. Somebody got turned around and got beat on a corner route. We got beat a couple times, and there was a couple of guys making plays. Like we said, they were good receivers. They made a couple good plays.
Later in the game, like in the second half, some of the plays, I know they went to Ian Strong 3 times in a row. They actually went to him 4 times in a row, I think, and he missed the 4th one. But the 3 catches that he made in a row, it was like the high schooler came to middle school recess, and Ian Strong was just like, yeah, throw me the ball. I mean, guy looked like Calvin Johnson. We had hands all over him. He was still making catches. There was one where Lee perfectly timed. He wasn't even looking. He perfectly timed a swat that literally landed in Strong's lap. Strong put his hands over Lee's hands and just grabbed it with his fingertips. I was like, are you kidding me? What do you do? So I had the thought Saturday morning after sleeping on it. I was like, I think they might do that to a couple people. Like, they're going to have some drives this year against a lot of opponents where people are like, whoa, that's not a typical Rutgers talent offensively.
So it's a good point, but at the same time, I might be bearish on Rutgers the rest of the season. They got beat the fuck up that game.
Oh, well, and they already were.
They were already beat up, and they lost some more dudes. So I'm like, I might be looking at whatever the line is of whoever they're playing this week and be like, I mean, Rutgers looked really good at times this last night, and they came to play, but they are not going to be the same team that we saw in the first half versus Iowa.
Yeah. Well, and they weren't in the second half versus Iowa, which is a good thing because, frankly, if they would have been, we were we were in trouble.
Rutgers is going to Minnesota, by the way, next week.
That'll be a great game.
Ooh, Kaliak Manis returns. Huh?
Revenge game, right?
It's Minnesota minus 5.5 right now.
Really? Wow. What is that saying, Grant? What's that line saying?
Minnesota coming off a bye week. They didn't play this week, did they?
I don't recall seeing a Minnesota snap.
Yeah, I don't think they played this week.
That could spell trouble for the Scarlet Knights.
So we look up, and what was the score? Was it 21-14 at the end of the first or something like that?
It was 14 all, I think.
Was it just 14s, and then we both scored again early in the second? Like, it was wild, and we just are not used to Hawkeye football like that.
I don't like it.
We were having a conversation the entire game in the Benton chat, Kevin, and I know a lot of people started tweeting at me like, "Oh, I don't like this feeling right now. I actually would rather be in a 10-6 stinker. Like, it feels like we have more control in that, even though the offense, like, even though you're giving up a great offense performance for a great defensive performance. There's a lot of people who have gotten lulled, maybe even subconsciously saying aloud to themselves, wow, I'd much rather have a flipped better offense and bad defense. And then it happens, it shows up on the field, and you're suddenly panicking. And that's probably just because of how novel this feeling is as a Hawkeye fan. But I don't know how I feel about it, Kevin. Obviously, in a perfect world, you'd like to have a good both sides of the ball. Like, you don't want to have to choose. This shouldn't be like a three wishes from a genie, and once you wish for one good side of the ball, you can't have it on the other side.
Yeah, ideally you like to put all three phases together.
Yeah,
we've yet to do that in a game this year.
Yeah, and I know that's what the message is, because we always used to talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Coach Ferentz is standing up there, and we've got an Indiana team to preview on Wednesday. We'll get there. But I know for a fact that the message is Indiana just bent the boys over in Illinois and slapped them up the ass, sent them back home. This is not a cakewalk. This is going to be an absolute dogfight if you want to win a game in your home Big Ten opener. And if we put three phases of this game together, we might have a chance. You might just be able to do it. But we played some offense.
How about it?
We played a little offense. We're starting to feel it a little bit. I think Gronowski, this was what he did. 12 of 18, 67%, took some shots, had some really good passes, had some bad ones. Ooh, that one to the end zone.
Oh, I want that one back.
That'll make your nuts tight. That tightens the nuts a little bit. For the female, I don't know what the equivalent is. Tightens you up a little bit. You see that one hit the ground, and you're like, "Oh my God!" But how about some of those rips that he had to Phillips? How about the Jacob Gill comeback route? There's some low key throws that Mark made that were big time.
Big time throws, yeah.
And how about Dayton Howard? Anyone? How about this guy?
Where the hell has this guy been, huh?
How about that throw and catch?
Game changing.
That's play of the game.
For sure it is. 100%. And not even that, he draws the holding penalty. Is it the play before?
Yep.
Like, we're punting, and I think there would be like 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter, down 4 at that point, if he doesn't draw the holding penalty. And then he goes and just makes a massive play. Like, that's the game-changing play.
You two tell me if I'm wrong. You remember the Brandon Smith catch over the back into the end zone?
It was pretty cool. Yeah.
I think it was in the
Penn State 2019.
Yeah, the alternate yellow jerseys.
Where they're wearing yellow jerseys.
Has there been a contested catch by a Hawkeye receiver that good since that catch? I don't know. I think Howard might have just. I mean, that's the best catch from a Hawkeye contested that you've seen in years. Going to the ground, kept it in control, didn't let it bounce around. Brother. I mean, and the Twitter reaction was just unbelievable. Everyone's just like, well, let's not take him out of the game. That guy stays in.
Well, I didn't know we had this big body on the sideline all year.
I knew we had him. He's just never done anything. I think he had 1 touchdown last year in garbage time versus Northwestern or something like that.
It was Wisconsin, then he like spiked the ball and got a penalty.
Yeah. And so I don't know. I mean, we're talking about Ian Strong and that Duff guy. You look at him and you're like, well, yeah, they're fucking 6'5", and they're like
posting up in the paint, feed me the rock.
Yeah, I mean, what do you do, right? Yeah. And all along, we've got one of them on the sideline for us too. We've got a center.
You think Lester's on the sidelines there? He's like, God, I wish I had one of these guys somewhere. He just turns around. He's like, oh, hey, you,
Howard, and he went,
right now.
He's like, hold on a second, we've got one.
If only there was some way to find one of these guys.
Well, and here's what sucks. Here's what really sucks, and this is we'll see what the back half of the season looks like for this guy. But we kind of had one in Reese Vandersea, and we lost him, right?
Yeah.
He's not 6'5", but I think Reese is 6'3"-ish, maybe
6'3", 6'4"-ish. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, we've got one. We have 2 actually, and one happened to break his foot. So, boy, I like seeing that. Let's do more of that. That's fun. That's fun. Grant, that's football right there, man. Tell you what,
you could describe that as football. Yes, that could be
man.
One of the ways you could call it. No, it's fun. I like it. I do though. I when we, I like the exciting offense. I will say I will take scoring 30+ points. Like I think what did Eichel tweets it out like every game. I swear where it's like in games where Iowa has scored more than 28 points or like 72-2 or something crazy.
I think they've lost one game when they've scored more than 28 or something like that.
So I'll obviously allow it. But I do just happen to notice that a lot of people who wanted Mark benched or thought he wasn't the guy, all of a sudden are now calling him the guy. And that's fine. We can all buy back in. But just know, I remember every single one of you.
The receipts are out there.
Now whatever.
In a similar fashion, Grant, I was going to start this podcast with thank God Tim Lester had the play calling sheet this game. Because when KF has it.
Do you want to dive into this though? Because there's maybe it's more of a taglines thing, but I have some other.
Did you read my entire conversation with Pulsehammer this weekend?
I don't know if that's like.
I was having so much fun.
Were you? Because what? You going in a 40 response Twitter argument?
It was like a 4 or 5
faceless name. He wins no matter what because he just gets you arguing all day.
No.
Yes. What are you talking? What?
Dude, arguing.
That's all he wants.
No. Dude, I got him to be sad. He literally came to me at one point and was like, "Well, why do you have to be a douchebag?" And I was like, "Oh, well, when you called me retarded, that's when I decided you deserved it, and I was going to do a 4-hour conversation with you until you felt bad." And I literally got him there. He literally said it, and I felt so good about it.
Did you, Kluber?
I think Kevin said
did you feel good about wasting 4 hours of your time with a bot?
No, not at all. Not at all. Yes, I did.
Get him? Did you get him?
Dude, I don't care.
Did you get him though? Sure, you may have got him, but he got you at the same time because
he got you.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I didn't read the conversation at all.
If this is what
4 hours talking to an anonymous screen.
Well, no, it was 10 seconds. I open up Twitter every 15 minutes and respond to them. So it was a Sunday. It didn't get gotten anyway, or like Saturday, I guess.
I mean,
if this is what getting got is
a 10-follower account.
No,
God,
if this is what getting got is,
responses deep.
I would like to be got every single time because destroying this guy all day and just making him question himself and his sanity, thoroughly enjoyed it. I don't even know where we are. Grant, I do not want to miss the recap 2 weeks in a row. So could you pull up our?
Oh, already shoot early.
Well, it's 30 minutes into the episode.
I mean, I feel like
we usually do it right away.
Okay. Yeah, we can.
Sponsored by FanDuel, this segment and this podcast all year long. Tough day. Just tough day for me. I don't know how Kevin's day went.
It's getting bleak out there for Team Clue right now.
I am 3-12.
It's getting.
And so I actually.
It's getting rough.
So,
Holy shit. It's getting rough.
I mean, dude, it's not good.
Do you think any of this has to do with it? You don't even look at the lines until like 2 seconds before you're gonna make the picks? Like, do you think if you invested like 5 minutes?
Grant, can we at least give him like 1.5 for the alternate spread?
Well, that's why I asterisked it because I didn't know how to like grade it. I guess.
And you know what? The way I feel about being 3-12 is so overridden by me doing an alternate spread and hitting on it that I don't care as much. But 3-12, you literally could just pick lines at random, flip a coin, and be much better than what I am right now.
I mean, a phenomenal strategy that I might use going forward is letting you go first.
And then just fading me.
That'd be great.
Well, so what the
That
fun?
would be great,
So
Kevin.
Kev, you kind of gave away my strategy. I don't know if I'm going to go flip coin or kind of this route on Wednesday, but I am going to pick 5 picks, and then at the end of my picks, I'm going to go, okay, Grant, now flip everything.
Okay.
So you're gonna pick them the way you think is
The
actually
way that
happen,
I think it should
and
happen,
then just flip it.
and then I'm just telling Grant to take the other side of it.
I mean,
I'm horrible.
Even your
I'm
brother's
horrible.
pick just it didn't even. He was trying to help you and it didn't work.
Right. So that's me. We don't need to spend any more time on that. Kevin, how did Kev do this weekend?
Well, what do we want to do with the 6.5?
I want to give him 1.5 wins.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll
So
mark
that's
that
a
up.
3
You're 3.5 and 12.
and 11.5. Yeah. Or no,
No,
because
you still have the losses. You just get
you're
an
right.
extra half of a win.
You're right. I appreciate it, Kev. I like the extra points.
I went 2-2. I had the Hawks, and then I had the under in that game. That was nowhere close. I had Ole Miss minus 12.5 at home versus Tulane. They won by about 40. Then I had Illinois plus 5.5, and they lost by 55.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, so just a 2-2. Just can't get back above 500. Just hanging around right there. I did end up playing Michigan State plus the points. They ended up covering. Then what else did I? Oh,
On
I
a
played
miracle.
I played
like an incredible cover at the end.
Yeah, even more incredible is I had Oklahoma minus 6.5 too, and they cover with a safety in the last minute and a half.
That was that. I still haven't really recovered from that one. I'm going to be honest. That's going to haunt me. That was hard to watch, but I'm glad you got money from it, Kevin.
Grant, I saw you at one point tweet. I don't know if you were being serious that you were like going to be 0-12.
Oh, based off of the start of the day seemed bleak.
Okay.
And then
run us through it.
It evened out eventually. That's good. Because if you went 0-12, you had no ground to stand on for me being 0-3 last.
No, actually, I went 6-4-1.
Good.
Pretty decent weekend. A lot of these, there was just no questioning it. Like Utah, bad. They never had a chance. I know it was a touchdown game for a long time, but still terrible. Didn't really feel confident there. Memphis outright leading now. I would say potentially the G5 conversation. If I think they should be in the front of it. Beat Arkansas and potentially got Sam Pittman fired. I don't know if he'll be the coach of Arkansas on Monday, but we'll see what happens there. Army took it to overtime. Really wanted them to get it done, but they end up losing to North Texas, who also is kind of in a driver's seat for the G5. What's the other ones around here? Miami, Ohio, devastating stuff. They got the game tied up against UNLV. They're driving down, miss they fumble while trying to set up a potential game-winning field goal. And then when they get another chance to kick a game-tying field goal, gets botched snap. Terrible. Indiana just absolutely strolled. Honestly, great pick by me. I don't know. I'll give myself a compliment. Was not that one was watching it. It's like, hey, this is great. We're winning now, and then I'm looking on the horizon. I'm like, oh, we have a game next week.
I was listening to the radio Saturday morning, and they were talking about that game. This is a sports gambling focused radio station.
Sure, go ahead.
And they're talking about how 70% of the tickets were on Illinois, but only like 40% of the money. I'm like, oh, I'm fucked. I'm completely fucked. All the sharps are heavy on Indiana. Yeah. All the public's on Illinois. I'm completely fucked here.
And this will happen sometimes too, where it's like I feel like everyone wanted Illinois or was taking Illinois, but then the line just kept on going up and up and up for Indiana.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the reverse line move. You're fucked.
Yeah, so it's like this just can't be good. And sometimes too, this whole I was surprised when it opened up how big it was. Like it was like
me too. And I was trying, like I said in our opening podcast, I was like, is there an injury I don't know about? I couldn't really. And Yeah, Illinois just straight up did not show up to that game. Indiana.
No.
Real sharp.
Also, I don't know if Signetti too. Like, I don't know if he has a personal beef with Bielema or something, but that seemed very personal.
Well, I just pulled up a quote that somebody tagged us on and said, Indiana coach Kurt Signetti after the game, they couldn't stop us. They couldn't match up on the perimeter, and then we broke their will.
That's
I mean,
that's
when you're
very
up by
accurate,
50 in the late in the game, usually the team that's losing by 50 doesn't want to play the whole lot more anymore. So that's pretty typical.
Facts. That's true.
And then last things on here was Maryland outright win versus Wisconsin. Also, Luke Fickle might not be the coach next week. I'm not sure.
I mean, they not only outright win but dominated that game.
Yeah.
What?
Shout out to the quarterback Washington though at Maryland.
We gotta move over to Wisconsin real quick. Like they are very much staring a 2-10, 3-9, 4-8 at best season in the face right now. And we talked about all offseason how hard their schedule was, but
yeah,
this was supposed to be one of their chalk it up wins.
Yeah,
and
I think Maryland's better than we thought they might be.
They probably are.
Their quarterback's good.
Yeah, they probably are, but still.
You're still a 10-point favorite.
The damage that Fickle has done to this program is it's going to take years to repair, and I don't see any possible way that what I see just from the content that they put out there, that the culture that they're going for, I don't see any way that can be successful with Wisconsin or has a path forward to be anywhere near successful to what they had for like a good solid 15 years. They were like one of the best programs in the Big Ten year in, year out.
Yeah.
There's no path forward for Luke Fickle at Wisconsin that I can see.
I'm kind of surprised this is how it's going though. Like, and it's not even like we're in the 15th year of Luke Fickle or something. Like, this has been quick.
Year 3.
Yeah. And it's not getting much better.
Yeah, they went away from their identity. They have no identity anymore. They were tough, physical. They were just a team that you were going to be sore the day after you played. They were like a no nonsense, none of that flashy bullshit. They would just show up in the weight room, eat weights, probably drink a bunch of beers, and then show up on the field and move people around.
Cheese curds.
Exactly. A bunch of cheese curds. And it seemed like they've completely lost that as a program.
Kev, I struggle with this idea a little bit. I think I have one answer to it. Why are you laughing at me, Grant?
I'm just waiting to see where it goes.
So when I hear the identity thing, it feels like it shouldn't make sense, right? Like, why can't a coach bring a new style and succeed at it? Like, why would the location and the history of this is hypothetically, why would that matter, right? And I think the first thing that comes to mind is when a coach takes over a program, and it's a little bit different now because of the transfer portal. Everybody on that team was recruited for that system. They are those kind of guys. Culture-wise, they're those kind of guys, right?
There's no Paul Chris guys left on that team.
Well, and that's what I'm saying is like, why couldn't the air raid or whatever they're trying to do over there, why couldn't it work? And there's a million other reasons, right? These are multifactorial problems. I don't know what's going wrong, but I have bookmarked several. I was in the Wisconsin misery forum on Twitter this weekend, and it was as a rival, it's not even fun to be in. It was that bad. I mean, they are at rock bottom, boys. You should go through some of these replies and these conversations that their fans are having on X. It's unbelievable. Yeah. They've never felt worse in their life.
And it's not just losing, right? They are losing badly. Yeah. And that's how you kill fan engagement. And once you kill fan engagement, a lot of things go really poorly. Money stops coming in. You don't fill up stadiums. It becomes less of a cool place to go as a player and play there. It's tougher to recruit. Again, money, NIL starts to dry up. It's a slippery slope. If you can't at least show up and like have your team, your fan base proud of the way your team plays, even if they're losing, then you're in a lot of trouble.
The amount of people who are like literally they're like, can we just start a GoFundMe and we'll crowdsource the buyout. We'll do it. They're like, we will
I think
do
they
it.
signed him to extension this offseason.
They did, and his buyout's like 40 million or something.
Oh, I thought it'd be much worse. I feel like 40 million is worth it. Like, get out now.
But man, like,
I mean, like, is he tanking? Does he want to get bought out?
Ooh, it was all a scam to get paid $40 million.
This is what I told
to not work.
I told Lauren, I was like, Luke Fickle, as bad of, as much as people are saying about him online, and like, yeah, people might not respect him as a football coach after this, but he's in a good spot. He's in a decent spot. If he's gonna get bought out, he's gonna get paid.
So he originally agreed to a 7-year contract, paying him close to $8 million a year, and then this latest extension comes after Wisconsin finished 5-7 2024. He signed for another, runs through the 2031 season now.
Jeez.
So they just gave him an extra year, actually. So
okay,
2031's the year.
$8 million a year.
I don't know.
2031's a long way away.
I mean, dude, I saw every coach that gets mentioned. Wisconsin fans are like, I have a crazy idea, and there are conversations that are 100, 200 replies deep about Jim Leonard and like how bad they messed up with him. And they're just,
he could have done great things for that program.
They're grasping at every single thing they could. There isn't even a fan. There's not a single fan in that fan base that's currently like, oh, we might get a win or two left on the schedule. No, their current default is we're getting fucked up by the next 8 people on our schedule. We're an embarrassment to the nation. We shouldn't even be in D1. We're that bad. It hurts to even be a part of this program at this point. It's embarrassing and it's a detriment to my life. That they are that far down. It's so sad, man.
But the program is just so set up to be a prime program. Like they have been for so long, right? They're the lone D1 program in a state with like 10 million people. They're 3 hours from the Chicagoland area. So, I mean, there's tons of recruiting grounds around. Like Wisconsin used to just breed offensive linemen out on their dairy farms.
Oh, that's the other thing they're pissed about.
Like they have a great stadium. Like it's a supposedly fun school to go to. Campus is cool. And like a lot of fan engagement. Like it should be an easy place to attract people to go to play and keep a really successful program going and going and going like they did for so long. And they got upset with 2 average seasons in a row and they decided to throw it down the drain.
And on the other side of things, this team we're about to play on Saturday is the opposite of the other extreme, where Indiana is quite literally one of the worst all-time college football Division I programs. This guy from JMU comes in and turns them around into a playoff contender in year 1. They look, after this weekend, better in year 2.
Oh, no question. Yeah.
And everyone's like, well, but, the argument of like, careful what you wish for. And then you get the guy who comes in and says, but look at what Signetti's doing at Indiana.
And he's one of how many guys that did.
And you're like, okay, but also.
Damn good coach, right? Like, how many other guys changed a program in 1 year?
It's not going to happen. People
it's
think
not
it's
a lot.
easy.
I can't think of any off the top of my head that year 1, and they're also year 1. They had a very easy schedule. We talked about it at length, but they're good. They're a damn good team now.
Mm-hmm.
And
Kevin,
I think they'll have success as long as he's there. Especially getting out of the Big Ten East helps them out. But how many coaches year 1 it's like, oh god, we got our guy, we're excited and we're gonna win 9 games a year from now on.
And then you hear like, but with the portal now,
like
and
even
NIL,
when Kelly went to LSU, like it's been a couple years and they weren't sure if that whole situation was gonna work out.
Yeah, it's so much harder than people think it is. They see one example of success and it's like, oh, it's just easy. Okay. That whole segment brought to you by FanDuel. Check out their fade me next weekend on all these spreads, all of these game lines in the beautiful blue FanDuel app. and you could make yourself a lot of money. Shout out to FanDuel for sponsoring the show. Shout out to, what they don't have they might have some good food, and big boys, Kev, up in Wisconsin. You know what they don't have?
They don't have Grays.
They don't have Grays.
They don't have Grays. They don't have chicken lips. They don't have sourdough crust pizza.
Those Wisconsin teams we used to play, they could eat a lot of Grays, though. Those offensive lines would have hammered Grays.
Those guys could bag some groceries for sure.
Oh, God. Shout out to Grays, gourmet to go. I think my pitch, let's see. My favorite one is the fact that everybody eats. And every single person runs into the same issue week in, week out. Oh, what are we going to put on the dinner menu tonight? What are we going to do for food this weekend when we watch the game? Oh, people are coming over. It's right there. It's right. Gray's Gourmet to go. It's your solution. It could be your solution on a Tuesday night or a Saturday game day. It doesn't matter. Chicken lips, pizza, street tacos. Kev knows Pete is a huge street taco guy.
I fuck with some street tacos.
And Kevin also a street taco guy. Evidently the creme brulee. I found that guy who reviews the Iowa City restaurants on TikTok, right? And
I don't know what this is.
This is a person. Oh yeah.
Who brought that up to me? Was it you, Kev?
Not me.
That was definitely you.
I'm not on TikTok.
It's probably a regional thing. I don't know if Iowa City food reviews have hit Dallas yet. I don't think that's a big.
You're gonna have to drop the.
I feel like there's not.
I'm not on TikTok, dude. I do not support the Chinese.
Well, no, but what I was gonna say, I found his TikTok about Grays and the creme brulee or whatever. And evidently they have everything that they put out over at Grays is insane. So if you haven't,
man, they used to give us the creme brulee for catered meals all the time.
And am I really that dumb?
I guarantee you this is what you did. You just went straight to the cookies every time and never saw anything else.
Ooh. Kluver. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Kluver has left the chat.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, Grays would give us creme brulees back in the day, and Kluver apparently just never saw them.
That's tough.
I fucked up.
They've had this for well over a decade.
Dude, you could have put a line on FanDuel right now and said, when you guys got catered meals from Pete and Kim, did they bring creme brulee for a dessert? I would have said no. I'll put my mortgage on no. And I would have lost. That's unbelievable. I had no idea. I'm sorry, Pete and Kim. I'm so sorry. I apologize.
But yes, the creme brulee is fire.
Let's come back to this Iowa game for those still with us. Appreciate everybody joining tonight on the live shows. This has been really fun this year. We have a few more things because there were some good stuff. We haven't even talked about Mark Gronowski. Starting to feel comfortable in that run game. We're running some fun concepts. There was just a lot of stuff that we're doing. That guy is beefy.
Who is that guy?
Mark Gronowski.
Okay,
he's that guy.
I would argue we have multiple guys that if you just said, "Hey, the Iowa football player who's beefy," that could be multiple different people.
Every time Dunker comes up on the screen, my wife goes, "That guy smells bad."
It's not nice.
That guy can't be clean. Like he's just his mustache is just wet and to be fair, like when you see him on the screen, he doesn't smell good. He's in full pads and a full sweat. So, but what a man that is. I mean, that's beef, right?
Yeah,
that guy.
Beef. But I kind of want Gronowski to be a little bit like this beefier though, because I do worry sometimes when I'm with just QBs that try and run through people's faces. Just injury pops up in my mind occasionally.
Not in your mind, in reality. Those guys get hurt. And
I'd rather him be built up and ready to take those hits.
He was obviously a weapon. I tweeted about it late in the game the other day. It's like having Gronowski as a run threat in this end game scenario where we're trying to kill a little clock, but we still want to put together a drive, maybe score again here would put this away. And when you've got the quarterback as a significant run threat and he feels comfortable in a little RPO situation, we haven't even run slow mesh in a couple games. So it's dangerous, man. I don't know if we want to run him 13 times a game for 60 yards every weekend.
How many of those 13 runs is intentional though?
It's true,
Yeah.
and I love that he can roll out and just pull it. That's huge as well. He did that several times and saved a drive here and there.
Yeah.
Got Moulton back. Moulton looked good.
Look good.
He was talk about the defense being one step away, a half step from getting to home. Moulton was a half step away from busting a couple times.
Do we have any update on
too hard?
Yeah.
Busting. He almost busted on them Scarlet Knights.
Is there any update on Jazz? His ankle, his foot.
Yeah, he went. Yeah, that was tough. I have not heard.
It was kind of on the broadcast. It was kind of funny. I don't know if you were listening to the actual like Fox broadcast, not the Iowa local one. They kept on talking about it, and every single time there was an update, they were just talking about how much more tape he had on his leg. They're like, started out as an ankle, and now his whole leg is wrapped up, and it was like he's just mummying himself out there. He's just doing a mummy costume.
And that's it. Hawkeyes win it 38-28. Jazz Patterson exits the field in a tomb in a
He also didn't like. I don't know how it went. He like entered the tent secretly because I didn't realize that he was even hurt. The sideline reporter at the game is doing this segment where they're like, "Tell us what's going on the sideline there," and she's like, "Well, Jazz Patterson entered the tent," and then immediately all the beat writers were like, "Now Jazz Patterson has entered the tent via me." And I was like, "Well, we all just clearly saw the same thing on TV, and now you said it."
Did that affect the media poll as well?
Okay. It also affected the poll. Just hey, it's more. The media rankings is an accountability thing. I want us all to be doing a good job, and it's just
I thought about this as a funny, but also like I think people would get behind it is like every week during the season, putting all those guys on a legitimate poll of like how they've performed during the year.
Media top 25. How do you like it when I rank you?
And we're just like, everyone's like, hey, we want to read stories about the game, and the walk-ons are coming out with Doctorman dropped 3 spots this week. Didn't his tweet volume was low, and we needed more from him during the game. Like, I think that would be hilarious. Other bright spots.
We will need him.
Yeah. Other bright spots that I'm forgetting about, guys. You guys want to mention?
Ortworth.
Man, how about it?
How about blocking some field goals?
Ooh.
Oh.
Well,
how about me speaking those into existence on Twitter twice.
Hey, and good on you, right? Good on you. So what happened on that first field goal where they kicked it, ran it back, and he missed it? What was the penalty?
False start. One of the guys punched.
I turned to Lauren and I said, this is not good news for Rutgers. When there is a penalty and special teams have to be replayed, something always goes bad. And what do you know? He doinks it. And I looked at Lauren. I said nothing. I was like, I told you. That was his going to be 19th made field goal in a row. And he doinked it from like 30. Then we block one. And this guy's feeling like shit. And again, we win the game by 10. So those 2 field goals aren't the difference in the game. But like,
I mean, that kind of changed the whole dynamic.
Changes the
of the game.
dynamic in the middle.
Now, was that kick? Did that come out low? Was that on the kicker? Also, when I first saw that, oh shit, we're gonna call it a penalty because I thought Entringer like jumped out over a guy.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
bro,
I was curious what your take on that was. I was pretty sure that was gonna get called.
I was sinking into the couch trying to hide from a vaulting penalty. I was like, oh no, God. Like I was for sure it was coming out. I believe they call it launching. Is the term
leverage? I think is the actual call.
Yeah, you can't.
They'll
leverage.
call it 100% time if you do it over the snapper, but if you're not over the snapper, it's kind of like a 50-50 call.
We got lucky, but we blocked it, and that was huge. Ortworth Vonamy, the third string tight end, now second string, I believe, or I guess behind Hayden Large, and maybe he's still third string. He was fourth string. He made a big play. Defensive line did finally get home. We came out of the half and got like a sack right away. So we started to find some stuff there.
Well, the second half, Phil Parker's just at the at the casino, just riverboat gambling. We are historically a low blitz percentage team, and I think we blitzed 50, if not 60% of the time in the second half.
How do you feel about that?
we only gave up 7 points in the second half. So feel pretty good about it, I guess.
Feel good.
It's hard to argue. Okay.
A lot of good, still a lot of bad. We're gonna go into this Indiana game, Kevin, and I don't think. I mean, you tell me. I don't think Coach Parker had nice words for the defense early in that game. Where is this going to become an issue moving forward, potentially? I know we had some conversations. I don't want to put words into your mouth. There was also some conversations from a few other defensive-minded folks in our Banter chat.
They've got a challenge ahead of them. There's going to be some guys that need to step up, and we might have to mix up our looks. Like we might not be able to stay in our base coverage the entire time versus these guys because they have the arms and they have the receivers to pick us apart, just kind of like what Rutgers did. So we're gonna have to mix up our looks a little bit more probably, and guys are going to need to be on point.
Fair. Very fair.
A lot of people a little bit upset with the linebacking situation.
Sure. There's room for improvement.
How much of that is just they're not Jack Campbell or Jay Higgins?
I mean, it's a tough comparable for sure.
It is
like
tough.
if they were the linebackers of like
it's
tough
tough
like
when
baseline linebacker playing than these guys now are in. Like what is the reaction?
I know somebody on Twitter said the same thing, Grant, when I was in the conversation with them. They're like, man, these guys just aren't Campbell or Higgins. And I responded with, yeah, kind of tough to be a consensus All-American.
Well, you see, the problem was Campbell's there, and it's like, well, hey, this next guy, there's no way he's Campbell. And then, I don't know, Jay Higgins pretty good. Like, if I
Not Jack Campbell,
one
but
of
he's
them,
really good.
Yeah, it was great. It was led the Big Ten in tackles, but I mean, I'll allow it.
It's big shoes to fill, man. And they've been I can't say that they've been great or horrible. It's likely somewhere in between. It does feel like the linebackers have been just kind of there. And I question with this team in general, both offense, defense, special teams. I think maybe Kaden Wetjen might be your closest to it. I just question if we have that dude. It always feels like we've had that guy who like anchors the entire team. It's like we have a superstar. We have Cooper DeJean. We have Jack Campbell. We have, I mean, when we played, we had Desmond King. We had CJ Beth. Like, I don't know who that guy is right now. I'm not saying we don't have it. I'm saying we're
throw a hat into the ring.
I'm saying 4 games in, it hasn't been stolen by anyone in particular. And yeah, tell me.
Llewellyn's coming for it though.
Okay. Well, you bought stock early.
Grant's dogs. Grant's men.
I saw Grant's dogs was a hashtag you started this weekend.
Hey,
I like it.
He's a dog. My name's Grant. It's pretty easy.
He's a dog. My name's Grant. I can't fucking do.
Grant's men. See where it goes. I don't know.
If we need
what?
If you guys at home want more of Grant's dogs,
they have
the swarm. The swarm is going to help contribute to those guys.
It's this one. It's this direction.
The one underneath Kevin's
Solar
microphone, that beautiful gold Hawkeye right there. Shout out to the swarm. We are partners with them all season and very excited. I'm going to get in touch immediately with Brad. It's on my to-do list for Monday morning tomorrow to see when we can have him on to explain exactly what the swarm has morphed into now. Gosh, we are over 4 years into NIL being live, and we're just 2 or 3 months into the rev share being a factor. So he's going to explain all of that, but just know that the swarm is still relevant. It is important. And anyone who, shows up and contributes to the swarm and is able to help a little bit there, it is meaningful to the Hawkeye roster. And then our last sponsor of the night is, I guess we have 2 more. We have Eagle Point as well. Big Grove, we have some potential live show happenings next week.
Oh, it's next week.
Next,
Oh, the bye week.
the bye week. I think it's going to happen on Friday night. Corey Brada from the Hawkeye of the Storm and myself are going to be at Big Grove in Des Moines. This is not set in stone. We will put out official promotion for it once we have it set in stone. That's going to probably happen tomorrow as well. So be on the lookout for that. And then, and we would love for anybody who's in the Des Moines area or close to come out, hang out, drink the delicious beer, eat the delicious food at Big Grove Brewery. They're a very, very gracious host who are pretty much giving us whatever we want to set up this live event. I'm not sure what the format of the show is going to be. It is going to be
Is this a walk-on event or is this a?
Well, it's a half and half.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a half and half, right? So 50-50. Me and Corey kind of have to figure out what the format is of that. And then anybody,
like Marshalltown High School breakdown.
Yeah, it's a Marshalltown High School reunion. Okay. Yeah. So you guys are invited. It'll be really cool. We'll be serving. I'm not gonna go there.
Yeah, it was going somewhere good. You had it.
No, and anyone who knows. Kevin knows, but I'm not gonna go there. Last one on the menu before we wrap this thing up is Eagle Point Solar. If you guys, I just saw some random graph, and I don't know if this is just my algorithm or not, but the energy costs are through the roof. I mean, what isn't through the roof, right?
Those AI data centers, man.
Dude.
Eat up a lot of electricity.
Just a lot of energy, and you can control the price of your electricity with solar energy. The sun can feed your need for power.
For speed.
Your need for speed.
That would be cool.
No, your need for power. But if you want to take advantage of tax credits, you need to be contracted in 10 days. So please contact Eagle Point Solar right now, because if you want that contracted with the tax credit, it's got to be done. The tax credit ends in 2025, and it has to be contracted by the end of this month. Eagle Point Solar can do agriculture, commercial, residential, anything you want, really. And they've got custom solutions. They have great people in-house, and they can get you set straight if you are curious about trying to save some money on your energy bill. Any last thoughts on this Rutgers game from you two before we cap this one off?
Team showed a lot of grit getting that win. It was not an easy one, but it was good to see them get it.
Like extended rest, huge coming into this game. And also, I didn't realize that Rutgers does it's the New Jersey State Fair for this game. Like they had a Ferris wheel and stuff out there. It was a whole big carnival for the game.
You guys see the drone? The drone?
Yeah, the drone wave was really cool.
Very cool.
It sounds like they went all out for this game.
They had the dude from the Jersey Shore out there throwing.
Like the situation. Yeah.
They had the situation on the field?
There was a situation on the field. You could say that, yes. There were multiple situations, actually.
I think Rutgers thought there might have been a situation after the opening kickoff. Kev, I like your final thought there, actually. I'm going to bring that to Wednesday's episode. I like the grit of this game for the experience and growth of this team a lot.
It's definitely one that you can take and grow from, for sure.
100%. I think winning a game like this, being
down in the fourth quarter, coming back and winning, and then finishing out the game does a lot for a team's confidence, and
that's battle tested right there.
They need that coming into this game.
So on that same note, though, are we going to start putting some respect on Rutgers' name now?
No, I said, they didn't truck
no,
this last
fucking
game. We fucked their entire season
until they do anything against us in the win column. They're actually the scum of the Big Ten. So
5-0. 5-0.
I do want to shout out. I saw one of our fans when I was up in Wisconsin. Came and said hi. So shout out that guy.
Oh yeah, you told us that.
I was just hanging out. Sorry if it was a little awkward. I didn't know.
Grant gets caught off guard.
I was unsuspecting,
as you can imagine.
I was not ready.
Was that your first time getting spotted in the wild?
No. That Air Force game.
The Air Force game. That's right.
Some other weird stuff. Not weird, but there's just other times I never am ready for it. So
I'm never ready for it.
I think. And I appreciate you and everyone else who listens to this show. But
yeah. Grant's coworkers were like, "Oh my God, he's famous."
I wouldn't say that's a direct quote, but something.
It was close.
Something weird like that, yeah. And then also shout out. Should have been in the FanDuel segment, but I just wanted to mention it anyway because I thought it was my favorite story of the college football weekend. Was a school called Rio Grande, cover of the year, cover of the century. They lost 76-0 as 97-point underdogs to Ferris State.
There's no way there was an actual line on that game.
No, but it would have been like on SP Plus. They do like the
Power ratings?
Yeah, if there were lines on D2, ESPN had it. They would have been a 97-point underdog.
Jesus Christ!
How?
That is unbelievable, and there's a lot of actual.
Like the game's only 60 minutes, right? So like
you can only score so many times.
Well, that was if
if you wanted to cover, all you have to do is knee 3 times a possession.
It did. It was unfortunately again. I wasn't here for the Wednesday show, but I was gonna. If I was, I had a joke ready when I saw that. I was like, "Guys, my lock of the year is Rio Grande plus 97.5." Very legit program. D2.
This Wednesday's show can feature a lot of these college football storylines because there's a lot. There's coaches getting fired. There's, Heisman. As I saw today, the updated Heisman odds, we are facing number 1 on Saturday.
Mendoza's number 1.
Yeah,
that's great. Really? He's number 1 right now.
I saw him at the top of the list that got tweeted.
Okay.
So there's a lot of stuff to talk about. You can bring some crazy 70-point lines to Wednesday's show, Grant. We'll obviously have awards winners there as well. And who knows? Maybe Drake will show up for a 5th week in a row. We appreciate everyone being here, joining from the socials, in the live. Catch us tomorrow if you didn't get the whole show. Catch us all week. Colt, the preview, Patreon extras. It's all there. We're glad you're with us. We'll see you then. Peace.